Brian Armstrong TV, Brian Armstrong Sports. I just want to talk about the Deshaun Watson, Shedeur Sanders situation. And what they say Deshaun Watson said in the press conference when he was talking about the fans cheering when he got hurt. I was listening to Shannon Sharpe and Ocho talk about, saying that this guy is wrong for saying that, and that's going to affect him being the quarterback, and people saying that's going to affect him being the quarterback. I don't think they said that, but I've heard people say that should affect him being quarterback number one. No, it shouldn't. If they cheered when he got hurt, they cheered when he got hurt. That's it. There's no, that doesn't have anything to do with how he plays. If he playing well enough to be the starter, which I don't think neither one of them is, I think they need to bring another guy in. Now, honestly, to me, neither one of them playing well enough. And I know everybody want to see Shedeur Sanders, and I'm gonna get to that. But what he said about what happened is what happened. And I know people may not like Deshaun Watson because of, what he was accused of, but the fact is the man wasn't convicted of nothing. And what he, that was some wild stuff. I ain't even going all that. I'm talking about straight football. Right now, the Browns don't have a very good quarterback room. They don't. And the fact is they paid the man $200-something million. And if I'm gonna have him on my roster, unless he just look terrible or he lose the job by just, I just can't deny that this other guy is better, which I don't see nobody. I don't see neither one of them playing to a point to where you can say either one of them should be the starting quarterback right now, Shedeur or Deshaun Watson. But 9 times out of 10, he got the heads up, he's got the leg up in the situation just because of what they paid him. Whether you agree with that or not, whatever, that's up to the, person talking about it or thinking about it at the time. But he should, neither one of them was playing that great. I think Shedeur went 9 of 11, but he threw a pick. They scored 7 points. They lost 31-7. So no matter who they put in the game, they only scored 7 points. So obviously, and I said this about Dillon Gabriel, even though he's not that great of a quarterback, if you're going to blame the offensive line for when Shedeur don't play well, then it's the offensive line when Dillon Gabriel don't play well. It's the offensive line when Deshaun Watson don't play well. It's the offensive line when whoever is on that field with that team don't play well. It's the offense as a whole. So, what he said about them cheering when he got hurt, if they cheer when he got hurt, they cheer when he got hurt. He can say that. That shouldn't affect whether or not he's the starting quarterback. He had to go through it in real time. Why can't he say he ain't tripping on this or that? Because of what he went through in that situation. That shouldn't affect him being the quarterback. If he start winning, they won't be booing him then. They'll forget that they booed him or they'll forget that they cheered him when he got hurt. Either way, fans are, on that BS. They love you when you up and they hate you when you're down. That's just part of people that, that's fans of a team like that, to the point where they, buy tickets and go to the games. But they're cheering this guy being hurt just because they want another person to play or whatever. But now to Shedeur Sanders, what I'm tired of with this guy, and it's not even him. It's not him. I like Shedeur Sanders. He seemed like a pretty cool young man. I mean, not even young man compared to me. He's a young man. He seemed like a pretty cool guy. Like I ain't got these. It's hard to not like him. People that don't like the fact that he put his arm up. Now I said something about it when they were getting their ass whooped in Colorado, like, put your arm down when you're getting, hey, when you're getting blasted blew out in Nebraska and all that. I said something about that, but people that just don't like the fact that he celebrating or whatever, or wear chains or whatever, whatever. You know, that's kind of just hating on the guy. But as far as play, the media coverage of his play is so biased because they like him. It's making me not even pay attention to it at this point. Like every time this guy throw a pick, it's always, oh, if it wasn't for that pick, or if it was, it was just behind. But if it's Deshaun Watson, he's trash. Or if it's Dylan Gabriel, he trash. No, he trash too. I'm not saying he trash, but I'm saying he's not playing well, just like the other guys aren't playing well. That don't just apply to Deshaun Watson and the other guy. Hey, if you're not playing well, you're not playing well. The end. And I don't care what your last name is or who your dad is, the media do not cover this guy. It's like they like him so much and they want him to succeed so much that they're not covering him in a fair way. When he played bad, man, just say he played bad. He even get up there and say, and that's why I say it's not him. When he play bad, he get up there and he take ownership of the fact that he played bad. He don't get up there and make no excuses about why he played bad. He don't even do that. And he's the guy out there putting on the performances. But the media won't cover him fairly. And I don't like that. And it's like they don't want Deshaun Watson to win the starting role just because they like the guy more. Not because he's playing so much better than Deshaun Watson. With that offensive line, the way them dudes can't block, you gotta be Peyton Manning. And even Peyton Manning needs time to throw the ball. You gotta be Tom Brady. You gotta be so elite with your pre-snap reads to make you got a quarterback for that team or a team with no line. He got to be so elite at reading the defense pre-snap and post-snap as far as speed go, to where he's you're fighting to try to make the offensive line play null and void, make that not even matter. And I don't know if either one of them dudes can do that, Shedeur or Deshaun Watson. I'll put my money on Deshaun Watson being able to do it more than Shedeur just because of experience. Not necessarily because he's better, but just experience. But just the coverage of this guy, man, it's just not. Let the man take his L like everybody else does. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying about the media, not Shedeur. He goes up there and he take his L, he take his lumps. He don't make no excuses, but the media will not cover him fairly, and I don't like it. I think it's some BS. Let that man take his lumps, and that's it. When he throws picks, he throws picks. When he throws bad balls, he throws bad balls. They spent the whole year, what was that, Jerry Jeudy last year? They kept trying to put everything on him. Like, no, man, hey. When the guy mess up, he mess up. But I don't know. I just think they like him so much that the media won't cover him fair. And Deshaun Watson saying that he don't care about whatever people think or whatever because of what he went through with because of what he went through as far as tearing his Achilles and them cheering. I mean, he got the right to feel that way. He don't have to like that. He can be upset about that. I would be. That don't mean he don't want to play for the team. That just mean, hey, I ain't tripping because look at, if they'll do that, they'll cheer or do anything. That's basically what he's saying. I can't trip on it because it is what it is, But this guy, I don't think he's going to get a fair shake. Only he will with the the team because of the money invested in him and if they can't get no value for him in the trade. But as far as the media go, he's already lost. They talking about him not being the quarterback one because he said something at a press conference. Like, no, man. This is about on the field. You know, and I haven't seen, I think they got, 2 more preseason games or 1 more preseason game. Show it on the field. And we'll see who wins. But all this, I just don't like the guy. That shouldn't be the reason why he's not the quarterback. Or you like the other guy more. It shouldn't be the reason that he's the quarterback because you like this other guy more. I just think that's a BS way to settle your quarterback position. But yeah, coverage should do it fairly like you cover everybody, most of the quarterbacks. There's a lot of quarterbacks that don't get fair coverage in the media. But hey, cover the guy right. When he messes up, he messes up. When he plays well, he plays well. The end. It's nothing in between, nothing, whatever. Let the guy show it on the field. Let the guy do it on the field. Let that be that. That's just how I feel about it. Stop babysitting this guy, and making it seem like every time he makes a mistake, it's everybody's fault but his. No. He messed up. And like I said, he gets up there and takes ownership of it. Hey, if he don't play well this year, you can't blame Kevin Stefanski. He's not there. So if this new coach don't start him, who you blaming? Who are you blaming if he doesn't get on the field? And once again, I always like to say it's way more important things to talk about in sports, but we all need our distractions from this crazy world we're living in. So everybody got I guess I ain't gonna say guilty pleasures, but they're things that they take pleasure in to escape this mess. That we're in down here. And sports, not so much as it used to be, but it's one of mine. Yeah, the guy just cover the guy right. Put the best player on the field. And that's it. It doesn't matter who the fans want to see. Because if I'm a fan of a team, I want to see the dude that's going to help us win. I don't care if I don't like him. Is this the best player to give the team the best opportunity to win games? That's who I want to see on the field. I don't give a damn if I like him. I don't give a damn if he get on the press conference and say, hey, F that guy Brian Armstrong because he said this or whatever. As far as I'm an Arkansas fan, as you see from the hat. Whoever the quarterback is this year for us, I don't care if every day he say, I don't like Brian Armstrong. I don't care. Did you go 24 for 30 and with 3 touchdowns and 321 yards and no interceptions? I don't care. So, and I don't think any fan of any team should feel any different. If you don't, it doesn't matter if you like a guy. Being a fan of a player in sports, it should not be personal. It should be based on performance on the field. And right now, the Cleveland Browns don't have any quarterback right now that's playing well. Shoot, I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna throw his name out there as a guy that like to say that, likes to bring up that he could have been playing. These past 2 or 3 years, I would have gave Cam Newton a shot. The man's still in shape. The man can still play. From what he's saying, I would at least brought him in and say, hey, man, can you still play? Because y'all don't got no quarterback. But that lets you know, I don't know what it is with him, but yeah, that's the guy that I would have been giving a shot. Couldn't be no worse than the guys you got out there now. I would have put Cam Newton out there. Just couldn't be no worse. How much worse could it be from what you've seen from the Browns? That's what I would say. For anybody that would disagree with that, Could it be any worse than what you've seen from them the past 2 or 3 years? I don't. It couldn't be nothing but better. It couldn't be no worse. So that's a guy that that's sitting out there but I'm pretty sure he's not gonna play now. But the past 2 or 3 years, I believe he could have came out there and been just as serviceable as Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur his first year. And Deshaun, I think, was hurt. So, so I don't know. That's a guy that I would have gave a shot to if I was the Browns. That's not even in the league, but hey, that's somebody I would have gave a call to. Because hell, obviously it wasn't nobody that was active on the free agent wire. I mean, that they wanted, because they didn't bring them in, or nobody that they could sign. I would at least gave him a call. If he say no, he don't want to play for the Browns. Okay, cool. But I would have gave him a call. But overall, man, just let this guy be Deshaun Watson. Let this guy play on the field and see what he got, and that's it. Don't make it personal. Don't make it about whether or not you like him. Just can the guy perform on the field? That's it. That's what it should be based off of. And that's all I want to see. And as far as Shedeur go, let it be based off the play in the field. Is he making the right decisions? Is he progressing the way you want him to progress? And that's it. That's it. So, that's all I want to see. That's all I want to see. That's what I want to see. And the media, just cover the guy like you cover everybody else. And that's it, man. Stop making excuses for him every time he throw an interception, every time he tries to force a ball and force the ball where it shouldn't go. That's it.